thank you very much for your invitation. Thanks to Prodigy and to Michela. So I'm a patient representative, a patient advocate, and I have systemic sclerosis. I've been coping with the disease for 27 years, and I would like to share with you my journey. I received the diagnosis in 1997. I was pretty young, 25 years. I then joined a patient organization, and I will explain to you the benefits I got from the patient organization. In 2016, the Eurordis Open Academy in Barcelona, and then another turning point, Vilnius, the kickoff of the year ends. And today, here we are networking with a completely different disease and in a complete different area. So my diagnosis was very, very early. Usually it takes more than 5 years to scleroderma patients to get it. I got it in 2 months. You can imagine the emotions of a young girl that wants to get the word, and I felt as if the word was upon my shoulders. Uncertainty, where do I go? The same that you have went through. And I found support in the patient organization that really, really changed my life. The patient organization is like a rare and precious diamond, because if you get to it, you can really find support. You can exchange your journey with other people that did it before you, and that maybe could get positive outcomes, but mainly you do not feel alone. And then I said, I attended the Eurordis summer school, and it was a new beginning for my journey. Actually, I went through all the training possibilities that Eurordis often offers. And I made a summer school on registries where I first heard about the FAIR principles. I attended courses on health economics and many other trainings. I still do attend trainings because there are so many new things that need to be learned. And then in 2017, we met in Vilnius for the kickoff of the 24 European reference networks. And again, I joined very early, are not typo errors, very early repeating emotions, time, and support, because we created a great community that is transversal to the ERNs, transversal to EPAGs, and also to clinicians. So what all these trainings gave me is the possibility of being I can say, an equal stakeholder with researchers, clinicians, and sometimes I try to do it also with policymakers. With my European Federation, for instance, we went twice to the European Parliament to explain why the research is a priority also in the policy makers' agenda, the importance of registries that must be compliant to the verification. And we said, listen, pharmacological therapies are important, but non-pharmacological therapies are important as well. And patients really do not have free access to non-pharmacological treatments, or they need to pay for them. And we try to demonstrate that an early access to rehabilitation and physiotherapy can save money for the healthcare systems, but to really improve the quality of life of the patients. I think that this field should be more investigated. And I'm really happy that our European society has just published the recommendation for non-pharma treatments for my disease and for lupus. We are working also on clinical practice guidelines and recommendations, and we have been involved since the very beginning for the identification of the PICO questions. So the PICO questions are those whose answers should be found in the literature. So the population, interventor, comparator, and outcomes. And we were heard, of course, and we made, let me say, a very good job together with clinicians. We are partners with the different institutions and foundations. When I say we, I mean the federation, because I'm just representing the wider community, not myself. And the added value of being a active part of a patient organization lets you have a wider view on the disease impact on patients. So you will not represent yourself during the meetings, but your community. We have been acknowledged in many papers, both within ERN Reconnect, my ERN on rare and complex connective tissue and musculoskeletal diseases, and with independent researchers. My national organization is running a registry, of course, compliant to the verification, to understand it is not even national, but regional, to understand maybe some impacts on the environment and on epigenetics. And we participated in the identification of the core data set. And of course, data can be visited by other registry users. We have been at the EMA for scientific advice. I remember it was 2020, and it would have been the first drug with the indication of our disease. And I've been encouraged by the head of the CHMP to intervene and bring our view. It's been an amazing experience, but of course, to do so, you need to go through lot of pages, which are not in layman language. You must be trained to understand what is written and what is requested from you. Having said that, we always need to be advocates, to make clear that patients, as Michela did, and in the pictures that Rosalind shared with us about the old name was summer school, leadership school, I saw many friend faces. They are all great. And just to be also credible, to speak the same language, and to be acknowledged as real partners. So just to come to an end, I would like to say that every piece is important to get a good or great result. No one must be left behind, says Eurordis. And I think this is our duty, because we are more lucky than many other patients. First of all, because we have the knowledge to search into the literature just a couple of weeks after the diagnosis, or to have time like me to attend the training. But I know that even in Europe or in Italy, not all patients can have access to the drugs that are available on the market. I know about a patient who, by the way, lives in Sardinia, and there is no drug approved for the condition, but this person felt benefits from a specific therapy and could not be proven, but this person felt real benefits. Maybe not improvements, but no further deterioration. Well, because of budget, it's always a problem of budget, because all this therapy is used also in my disease. Well, she couldn't have access to this therapy anymore, even if the doctor said, yes, this person needs it. And this happens also in Tuscany for my condition. IFA, which is the National Competent Authority, said that if you don't, if you, and the you is the patient organization, do not provide scientific evidence that is beneficial for patients, we will not reimburse the therapy, despite the best clinicians of the region said that the real evidence says that it's of benefit for patients. So you see, there are so many fields of action for a patient advocate at the national level for improving the, or European level, for improving the access to the therapies, for the inclusion and the diversity into the clinical trials, or when I am approached within the federation by a pharmaceutical company, I say, I will be very happy to work with you if you involve me since the very beginning, from preclinical to find the research question and the clinical unmet needs that we have to face, and in the development of the informed consent. But then you have to guarantee that those patients that get benefit, and it's proven by data from the trial, they can access for free the therapy until the reimbursement at the national level. Otherwise, I'm sorry, I can't, because I'm advocating for our community. And when I say our community, I mean the rare disease community, not only systemic sclerosis. So I just want to thank our Black Pearl, Michela, for inspiring us every day. And if you don't know, the Black Pearl is the most powerful award that a rare disease patient advocate can have. And she is a Black Pearl. Thank you very much.